People have been asking for my thoughts on the SNL parody of Will's coming out scene in Stranger Things. So here's my quick video. It was homophobic. And I'm not talking about the subjective intentions of the SNL showrunners, the writers, or any actor. That's entirely beside the point. And if SNL, which apparently is anti-Trump and anti-MAGA, intended anything else, then they need to immediately apologize and clarify their intentions about the skit. The context for this skit is that Will's coming out scene received massive backlash from homophobes, people who thought that the show had gone, quote, woke for sympathetically portraying a coming out scene. Now, some of the people echoed a valid criticism of the scene that it was ill-placed, poorly set up, and took a break from the action. But that was a transparent cover for the real sentiment, which was, why the fuck did this stop everything to talk about how he likes dick? The skit did not parody the absurdly large number of people Will came out to, or the Disney-esque execution of it, or other problems of the scene. Instead, it parodied the fact that Will struggled and took a long time to come out in that scene. It subtracted the pain and difficulty Will had in that scene and recasts it as Will deliberately beating around the bush to waste people's time. It was the right wing's take of the scene. That it was an act of gay self-indulgence instead of the reality that it was an extremely difficult and courageous thing for Will to do. Now, I can understand many progressive people, including many fans of Byler, the romantic possibility between Mike and Will, not seeing the homophobic overtones of this scene and view it as criticizing the writers and the Duffer Brothers. After all, SNL is unabashedly anti-Trump. Also, it's more comforting to think that SNL and Finn Wolfhard, who hosted this episode, though his involvement with this particular parody is unknown, are not homophobic. But again, authorial intent is irrelevant. We have to take into account how the other side sees it. This is one tweet which has 30,000 likes, which admits that the skit was making fun of Will, and just a warning that there's whataboutism here regarding Palestine to justify bigotry. Popular media often simultaneously caters to multiple audiences at once, including audiences that oppose each other, to cater to as large a market as possible. We as a Byler community should be more sophisticated and recognize this, as we just went through the experience of Stranger Things presenting a Byler narrative alongside a non-Byler narrative for years. People who are pointing out this homophobic parody and other problematic moments in the SNL episode are being told that we're, quote, reading too much into things and that we need to lighten up and that it's not that big a deal. The same kind of gaslighting that we in the Byler fandom have been going through. Basically, as a rule, if someone sincerely brings up homophobia, sexism, misogyny, racism, what have you, one must listen to and actually engage with that perspective. Not to do so, being dismissive towards it, regardless of what you tell yourself in your subjective intent, marginalizes the communities that these societal forces are against. If SNL, which apparently is anti-Trump and anti-MAGA, intended anything else, then they need to immediately apologize and clarify their intentions about the skit. After basically having gone through the Byler queerbait, we really should expect better from shows like SNL, which are anti-Trump, to not be so cavalier with their humor. The late Heath Ledger, co-star of the classic gay film Brokeback Mountain, refused to present at the Oscars when the writers required him and his co-star Jake Gyllenhaal to make a joke about their characters' relationship. According to Jake Gyllenhaal, Heath said, "It's not a joke to me. I don't want to make any jokes about it." This isn't about not having comedy related to queerness. We all know there are many examples out there that don't do what this SNL skit does. This is simply about not making queer people the joke. So that's my quick video on this. I've been Ronald Off the Record. Please leave comments and thoughts. If you like what I have to say, like and subscribe and peruse my channel. I also shared a video yesterday with my reaction to the coming out scene and my critique of it from my perspective. And I also shared my own coming out story. So that's my quick video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching.